Hi everyone, welcome back. In this lesson, we are going to talk about the organization of the layers inside Illustrator. As you can see now, our projects or our logos are all separated. If you go to the layer panel, which is over here, if you don't have it, go to the window and enable it over here. Now in the layer panel, you see it's a mess. You don't understand anything. And we are working professionally and in the complex project and you work with the other people, you need to organize your layers. In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to organize your layers the best way. The first thing, I want to lock the background so we don't select it. And let me open the layer panel. Okay, let me move the artboard a bit. Now if you check all of these logos that I created, their elements are separated from each other. They are not grouped. To organize our workflow and our project, we need to group them. I'm going to select this logo, just like this. I selected all of the elements. I can right click and group them, or I can go to the object and group them, or I can use this shortcut, Command or Control G to group them. Let me press Command G or Control G. Now we grouped all of the elements of this logo together. If you go to the layer panel and click on this search button, you will see the group that you just created. Let's do the same for the other one. I'm going to select this one. For this one, I'm going to use the lasso tool, just to have something different. I'm going to draw around this logo so you can select it, and then right click and group it. Now if you go to the layer panel and press on the search icon, we can find our group. Just like this, you can group layers together. Now all of our objects and groups and logos, they are inside one layer. What if you want to put them in separate layers? Now let me select everything about this logo. I'm pressing on the shift and then right click, group them. Now I want this logo to be in a separate layer than this one. Now we have the layer 1 and everything is inside it. We can do that by coming down, press on the plus button, which is this one, create a new layer. I will name it logo 1. And then I can come over here, click on this group, right click or go to the edit and then cut it, or you can also Ctrl X. Now select the layer that we just created, go to the edit and paste in the front to paste in the same position that we cut. If you only paste it, it will go to the different position. So just like this, we put our new logo inside a new layer. So we have everything in the layer 1 and in the logo layer we have this one. And we can do this for everything else that we have. This is a very useful technique to organize your layers, especially when you're working with characters and you create characters for animation and you want each body part to be in its own layer. You can do it like this. For now, I just group this logo. I'm going to create a new layer, name it logo 2. And then I will cut this one, Command X or Control X. And then Command F. To paste it on the front, just like this. Just to make it more clear, now I want to put the background in a separate layer. I'll open this one and lock the background because we locked it at the beginning. Now Command X. And then we are going to create a new layer. Let me collapse this one and then a new layer. We will name this background. And now Command F to paste it in its position. Now as you can see, it's above everything else, the layer 1. I want to move it down. You can move it just like this. Now we have something else, which is the arrangement of the layers. Right now, this group is above the green one. What if you want to put this one under the green one? We can do that with the layer panel. If you open this layer, and we have these two groups. Now I can just move it, just click and hold and move it below. I just stopped the video here just to show you because it's very easy when you're moving layers and groups in the layer panel. Sometimes you put them inside each other. In this case, I want this group to be under the other group. For that, I will wait for the blue line to appear and then I will release the click. I wanted to explain this because many times this will happen to you. You will accidentally put one group inside another group. Right now we put the orange heart under the green one, just like this. You can do the same thing with the right click on the layer that you want to put it on the front or on the back, and then go to the arrange and bring it on the front or the back. In this case we will send it to the back. Now it is behind the orange one. You can also use these shortcuts, Ctrl Shift square brackets, to move them up and down. I mean to send them backward and to send them forward. And without the shift, it will be one step backward and one step forward. Okay, we are almost done, but before you finish, I want to show you one last thing, which is the isolation mode. Before that, I'm going to lock the background. If you come to this heart, we grouped it before, one of them, let's double click on it. Now we are in the isolation mode. Everything else is faded out, and in the layer panel we only have this group. Now we can select individual parts inside this group and make any change that we want, without other objects and layers distracting us. You will know that you are in the isolation mode when you see everything is white, and also over here it tells us exactly where we are. Right now we are in the layer 1 and inside this group. If you want to go out, just double click on an empty area. Now we are out of the isolation mode. You can also go out of the isolation mode by clicking on this arrow. This is very useful when you want to work on the specific object in your artwork. So you will just put it in the isolation mode and work on it without distracting